And welcome everybody down to South Charleston High School for homecoming. I'm Brant Wilson, your commentator for tonight's contest. We're having some technical difficulties with the score bug, so please hang with us. We have about 3:15 till the kickoff as the South Charleston Black Eagles are about to take the field. The 2-4 Black Eagles coming off a loss last week against a win last week, I apologize, over the St. Albans Red Dragons. It was a 62-15 dominant showing by the Black Eagles, who have not won since week 1 when they took on the Ripley Vikings. Number 8, Ceno Riley, the sophomore quarterback, went 4 of 13, a very low percentage completion rate there, but accounted for 3 touchdowns on his 4 completions, 134 total yards through the air. The main story was number 1, Malcolm Brown, senior running back captain. He had 11 carries, 118 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Number 11 receiver, freshman phenom, Devin Lazo, the 5'11", 143 receiver, finished with 2 50-plus yard receiving TDs that totaled 122 yards on only 2 receptions. So both times that they got the ball into Lazo's hands, they finished up in the end zone. Number 4, Elijah Costin on the defensive end also had an interception, which propelled him to such a dominant victory over the 0-6 St. Albans Red Dragons. As we look to the left side of the field here, we're going to see the 4 captains walk onto the field. That's number 70 Elijah Balsey, number 1, Malcolm Brown, number 0, Caden Hackman, who is not dressed for this game. He's a very big presence on that defensive side. They're going to miss him. And number 5, Braden Zuinga. For Riverside, captain number 42, Quade McGee. Number 4, Logan Tudor, who will not be dressing this game as well. So 2 senior captains for each side are out for tonight's game. And number 13, Riley Gilmore, the linebacker, senior 6'2", 190 for the Riverside Warriors. Riverside last week, they have a record of 1-6 so far, lost 18-42 to Woodrow Wilson and Beckley. Number 1, Tavion Woods, the quarterback, was second on the team this year in rushing yards and leads over Dasani McAllister in passing yards. McAllister, the senior 6'3" quarterback, has not got as many snaps as Woods from that quarterback position, as that's been the main controversy for today. The only win so far for the Riverside Warriors was none other to the St. Albans Red Dragons. It was a 51-0 shutout for the Red Dragons, as they have yet to string together a win. Both teams only 1 win in the Mountain State League. They both come against the Red Dragons themselves. The last time these 2 teams met, it was a ugly season for both, to say the least. Both teams are winless. Riverside won that game 51-19 over the Black Eagles. Tavion Woods went 10 of 13 with 205 passing yards with 2 passing touchdowns for the Warriors. The only win last year was Riverside was over South Charleston, and the Black Eagles finished 0-10 last year, as they've flipped the script here with the return of head coach Donnie Mays. They are now off to a way better start, 2-4 to be exact, and the flock down there is looking for a homecoming victory as orange dust fills the air on the left side off your screen. In the rankings so far, South Charleston is 18th in AAA out of the 28 teams in that region. That puts them 2 spots out of the playoffs, and they are 5th in the Mountain State League with their 1-1 record in said league. For Riverside, they're 18th in Quad A, so a different division here. Same conference. They're 1-2 so far in the Mountain State. They're 7th so far in that league, only above Cabell Midland, Hurricane, and St. Albans. It looks like St. Albans has secured that bottom spot. It's going to be Riverside to receive here initially and send their offense out there. Yet again, we are having problems with our score bug, so please hang with us. Back deep to return is number 2, Vaughn Brockman, the freshman receiver for the Warriors. As we're all set to go, Jaden Bumpus looking to send this one deep, and it's going to be a high, short kick to about 31. Ball's on the ground, and they just fall on it. So Riverside will set up shop at their own 33. Not terrible field position, but not what they want with such a short kickoff. It's going to be all eyes on Tavion Woods, who had his career game last year against Riverside. As we said earlier, it was 205 passing yards for 2 touchdowns on only 3 incompletions. So he's going to have all eyes on him. And for the other side of the ball, once South Charleston sees the ball, we'll see the player to watch for them. It's, of course, Malcolm Brown, the senior running back, who put up almost 200 yards against St. Albans. Woods will be at the helm. McAllister will stay on the sideline. Trips to the bottom of your screen, someone way up high. We get things started for the first play of the game. Here's going to be an underneath give here, outside zone, trying to find the edge. Number 6 will step out of bounds and fall a lot more forward than what you thought. He goes out of bounds at the 41. Malachi Hope, the sophomore running back, will pick up about 6 on the carry. It's going to be a 2nd down and 4. They're going to keep number 13, Riley Gilmore, the senior captain, to the top of your screen. He's been in a tight end and receiver role so far. Right now they have him isolated on that outside. Two receivers to the bottom, 2 receivers to the top. Now pass over to the right side is caught, and then he will fall forward, fumble on the ground, is recovered by South Charleston. So an early turnover for Riverside gives the Black Eagles a lot of hope here on homecoming. So we're still struggling here technically, but it's an early turnover for Vaughn Brockman there, the freshman receiver. Gets that bubble screen to the top of your screen there earlier. Be a 1st down and 10, as now they'll give it to him underneath. Who else? Going to try and make some work here on his last homecoming of his career. He'll battle forward, and a 1st down for Malcolm Brown. How about it? 11, 12 yards on the carry for that senior captain. And they're going to stay in tempo here, get lined up very quickly with their sophomore quarterback, Ceno Riley, who, despite the lack of completion, still had 3 touchdowns in their win over St. Albans. Yet again, going back to Brown. He breaks through a tackle at the line of scrimmage, but finally wrapped up by about 3 Riverside Warriors, one of them in there, number 20 for Riverside. That is Brody Hensley, the sophomore strong safety. Looks like he's in the trenches already early for Riverside. Yet again, going to be a keeper, though, this time for Riley, and stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not as lucky on their first play. The next 2 went for negative yards. So it's going to be a 3rd and long, 4th South Charleston. Flag down on the field, though, as we wait for the call from the Whitecap. As he steps forward and looks to give us the call. And it will be a holding, so shouldn't be 4th down. It'll be 3rd down. There it is. Third down and 11. And they get him to jump. A lot of things going right for South Charleston so far. They've had 2 bad plays, but now they'll be moved up 5 yards to make this a 3rd down and manageable. And that one is on Thomas Christie, the 6'3" senior out of Riverside. Jumps a little too early and gives up a good defensive field positioning that they had there after their early turnover. Here's another give underneath to Brown. Fights forward and going to be close to the 6. Looks like they're going to give it to him. So that's the 2nd 1st down of the day for Malcolm Brown here on homecoming. The battle of the 18th ranked team in the state in AAA and Quad A respectively, both right outside that playoff contention. 1st down and 10 for South Charleston as a look to the sideline. 2 receivers to the very bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. The tight end in the set, number 88. Here's another give to Brown. This time he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage by number 52, Paul Cochran. So Brown, about 5 carries and 23 yards. Not the worst stats to start off your game as they're knocking on the red zone with a 2nd down and 9. They got number 88 at tight end. First time I see it. That's Miles Terry. filling into that spot. And we're going to have a timeout there by Riverside, so they'll be left with 2. We'll take a short break. You're watching HC Media Game Day.
West Virginia is home. It's where we work, live, and raise our families. At the heart of our communities are West Virginia hospitals and their compassionate caregivers. From life-saving treatments and emergency care to wellness support and screening services, we are improving your quality of life through extraordinary achievements and amazing results. West Virginia Hospitals. Your health is the heartbeat of our communities.
It'll be a 2nd down and 9 after some good stops on the side, but a defensive encroachment that helped lead Malcolm Brown to a 1st down on a long 3rd down. 2nd and 9. Yet again with this 3 receiver set, Terry at that tight end position. They'll send Brown in motion. Here's a high ball. Riley to the left side looking for his man, and this time closer to the ref as number 7 letting everybody know that was all him forcing that incompletion. That's John Battle, the 5'10" junior. Battle, not a lot of stats on him this year. Kind of slipped under my radar, but already early making a pass breakup for Riverside. 3rd down again for Riverside. 2nd time they face it on this drive after the forcing the fumble earlier. Brown will get it on the left side, looking for his 2nd 3rd down completion in a row, but there's a flag from that sideline ref as he's short of the line to gain. So we'll await the call here. Seeing almost a face that I haven't seen too often for the South Charleston team, Christian Perkins. He's lining up out wide today for the Black Eagles, number 10. If I remember, he had a very good game when they played Winfield. That wasn't too great of a game for the Black Eagles, but they lost 6-42 just about a month ago. No need to focus on the negatives here on homecoming for Black Eagles. Be another holding call on South Charleston. It's the 2nd one of the day. So another 3rd and very long. They'll be placed at the 30, have to get to the 15. 3rd and 15. And staying with this 3 receiver set, this time empty. There should be 4 receivers. They'll have Brown to the outside. All alone back there is Riley. Riley lets one loose over the middle of the field. Won't get it to him. Intended for number 10, Christian Perkins. And number 22 there on the coverage, Rick Booker, the 6-foot junior for Riverside, was there in defense. Right now they're in the twilight zone. Not sure if they should punt or go for it, or it looks like it's a little too far for a field goal, so you don't want to punt the ball at the opponent's 30. Long 4th and 15 coming up for South Charleston. They look to the sideline here for, could be the final play call of the drive. 5 wide. Brown in the slot. Riley, a lot of time to throw. Hesitates, throws one to the end zone. Almost intercepted, and nobody home. So 3 straight incompletions for the sophomore will give Riverside the ball right back after a costly turnover within the 1st minute. About 9:15 left in your contest so far in the 1st quarter. We're all square at 0 apiece, as Riverside's offense will hurry and take the field. Hopefully trying not to replicate their first drive, where Vaughn Brockman, the freshman receiver, who is also their return man today, fumbled one away. 1st and 10 from their own 30, almost exactly where they started this game off at about 3 minutes ago. 9:15 remaining. 4 receiver set, no tight ends for the Warriors. They'll send number 6 in motion. Looks like they're going to give it off to Hope, who will fall forward to the 35 to make it a 2nd down and 5 for the Warriors. South Charleston's defense did a very good job containing them for the very short time we saw them on the field. And without senior linebacker Caden Hackman, who is not dressed on the sideline there, it's going to be a hard gap to fill for these Black Eagles. Trips to the top of your screen. Woods will send the man in motion. And now it's going to be a keeper for Woods. There's a flag on the play, no dead ball. He breaks free now to the right side. There's still some laundry on the field, so this one might be coming back. But almost nothing but green grass ahead of him. Senior captain Braden Zuinga had to track him down near the 25-yard line in South Charleston territory. Now, even though these two teams are ranked the same, I'll hold my horses there as an illegal motion by Malachi Hope brings that long run all the way back for Tavian Woods. He relied on his arm the last time these two teams played. Right now he showed off his legs early. And despite these teams both being ranked 18th in their respective division, Quad A for Riverside and Triple A for South Charleston, the difference in size of school between Riverside and South Charleston is staggering. So you have a lot more resources to be expendable if you're on that Riverside sideline. But the teams look pretty even when you compare their sizes sideline to sideline. Not really any outliers. Be a 2nd down and 10 for Riverside. Looking. Now gets it over the middle, and he'll pick up about 9. A solid read there from Tavian Woods getting to his first man. And looks like it was completed to Malachi Hope. Mason will get the tackle for South Charleston. Mason, the 6', 245 freshman. Hard to ignore his size. Woods looking downfield. He's going to let one go high to the sideline, and he can't haul it in. Number 13 for Riverside, Riley Gilmore, had it in his hands and couldn't secure it. And John Madden always said, if you hit you in the hands, you got to catch the ball right there. He'd be kicking dust up. Not happy about that one. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 on what could have been another big play, this time not taken back by a penalty, just by some sloppy hands. 2nd and 10 with 7:58 remaining. They'll send Hope in motion one more time behind the quarterback. Now a pistol look to the left side. It's going to be an underneath give to number 0. Nothing working for Zion Christian. The big men up front for South Charleston getting it done. And give a lot of compliments to Chris and Bridget Riggs for getting everything up and going here under the heat of pressure at homecoming, as we got our score back up and good. So it'll be a 3rd down and long look for Riverside against South Charleston. That front 7 of the Black Eagles really showing off their moxie. Still running this one high look on defense with Malcolm Brown being that high safety. That quarterback one, Elijah Cawson. Make a play there to the bottom of your screen. Here's going to be a bubble screen to the right side. Number 13 going to get nowhere. And homecoming is looking good on the defensive side for the Black Eagles. Now the offense has to capitalize. Riley Gilmore gets a reception of about 2 yards. And every Black Eagle on the left side of the field was there for it as they bring out their punting unit. Eli Taft, the 5'9 junior, will look to send this one deep. And who else to send it back to return there but Malcolm Brown. He's very talented from that return position. And they'll send this one, a knuckler down the right side. It'll bounce a little bit. And there'll be no attempt to get it. Downed by number 2, Vaughn Brockman. We'll take a short break and we come back. It'll be South Charleston football. You're watching HC Media Game Day.
West Virginia is home. It's where we work, live, and raise our families. At the heart of our communities are West Virginia hospitals and their compassionate caregivers. From life-saving treatments and emergency care to wellness support and screening services, we are improving your quality of life through extraordinary achievements and amazing results. West Virginia Hospitals. Your health is the heartbeat of our communities.
South Charleston wasted no time in getting back onto the field. It'll be an incomplete pass for Ceno Riley. Tended there to about the 30-yard line on the far side of the screen, but nothing going. 2nd down and 10 4 receivers out wide, trips to the bottom of your screen. Yet again, they'll give it to Brown. He cuts up now, down to the left hash, gets to about the 38, and the pile will be pushed backward. Riverside stands tall, but not until Brown gets his 3rd first down of the contest. And the front, I mean, this offensive line, as Bob Goebel, the old coach for the Hurricane Redskins, would say, the Hoggies are going wild today. They're doing a very good job clearing up space for Malcolm Brown. They'll go right back to him. This time, actually, number 22, Malachi Hall, will get the carry. This time not as successful as a Riverside Warrior loses their helmet. It's a short gain. Tavian Woods, the quarterback and star linebacker for this team, will have to take a play off after he loses his lid. See if they'll go back to Hall here after they send number 20, Brody Hensley in. Substitution of Tavian Woods. And it'll be a keeper for Cena Riley. Tries to cut back through, but wrapped up by his feet by Quade McGee, the senior captain there on the edge. We have 3rd and 5 for South Charleston. To the top of your screen. Haven't looked towards Devin Lazo yet today, as had over 120 receiving yards last week, and nothing for Zion Christian. It looks like he was lined up on offense on accident. He jumps very early and will move them forward 5 more yards. That's the 2nd defensive penalty on Riverside on a crucial 3rd down as well. And so they'll move the sticks. They'll get to the 50-yard line. First down, South Charleston. Looks like they're going to keep Malachi Hall back there. Lazo to the top of your screen. Perkins to the very bottom. Another give to Hall. Hall finds a hole, hits it hard, gets past the 2nd level, and is wrapped up late by Von Brockman. A huge first down for Hall as this rushing offense for the Black Eagles rolling. And to the very right of your screen there, you see Von Brockman, that cornerback, having to make a tackle on a 6', 235 running back, grabbing his forearm a little bit, but now he's guarding the slot. Another give to Hall, this time brought down by his feet well. It'll be number 6, Malachi Hope, with the tackle. 2nd and 8 from the 30. This is where the drive stalled out last time for the Black Eagles. Don't want a repeat of their first offensive chance. 4:40 remaining. Staying in this 3-receiver set with number 88, Miles Terry, at that tight end position, trying to get him to jump just one more time. Now Lazo right now being guarded by John Battle on that left side. He has 1 pass break up, but you got to trust your young receiver there. They'll give it right back to Hall, though. They keep feeding him as he'll pick up a gain of about 3 to the 27-yard line, a 3rd and much more manageable than what they've been seeing so far. Gonna have to look over to Mays for the play call. This 4-3 look for Riverside on defense with their front 7, playing 1 high safety. Another give to Hall underneath. This time he finds a hole fighting, and he's going to be close to the sticks. They'll mark him down at the 24. Line to gain is the 23. So 4th and short, you don't want to come up without any points for the 2nd time today when you get deep into this Warrior territory. They'll mark him a little shorter, so 4th and 2. 2 receivers to the very bottom of your screen, trying to spread this defense thin. Here's a give to Hall. He's brought down behind the line of scrimmage, fumbles out, and they're going to recover it. South Charleston gets a first down by extension. Malachi Hall gets the ball popped out right before he hits the turf. The Black Eagles recover, and the most unideal way to pick up a first down, Hall will come off the field for Malcolm Brown, but looks like their offense will live on, as the officials discussed. Was that legal? As we wait for the ref's decision. And it will stand. First down by, I believe it was recovered by number 72, Lincoln Johnson, on that right side. So he'll have that one to show to scouts that he was aware of that play. They got Brown back in the backfield with Riley. They'll give it to him. Trying to cut it out to the left side. Bounces off one tackler. Has the edge to beat, and he's brought down by 2. It'll be battle and hope to bring him down. A good carry by the senior leader. Still tied up at 0 apiece, 2:52, as the tempo has been controlled very well by these Black Eagles on homecoming. They want to make a statement win over Riverside and secure their 3rd win, putting them just that much closer to a 500 record. 2nd down and 5. Riley going to go over the middle to Lazo. There he is. Battle won't be able to get to the ball this time, but brings him down after the sticks. And a good reception by that young freshman receiver. Not as big as his last receptions against St. Albans, as both of them went for over 50 yards. This time, it'll go for about 5. 1st and goal, though. South Charleston still keeping 3 receivers out wide. To the bottom of your screen where you can't see him is Christian Perkins. Underneath give again. Brown has one man to run through. He'll try to as number 3, Jayon Tucker. Or Jayon Tucker will get the tackle there at the end. Brown's a little slow to get up, as they've been working these 2 running backs, Brown and Hall, like workhorses. They've been getting the ball 90% of the time today. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Terry in motion. 3 receivers still outside. They've been keeping that set the whole game. They're going to keep it, though. Riley going to try and find the hole. Runs through a man. Touchdown, South Charleston. But somehow, Hope recovered the ball, but it was much too late. The young sophomore, Sino Riley, runs through a defender and gets in the end zone. As we'll take another look at this one. No fear by the young quarterback. Going straight through to the defender. That's Cedric Coping, who made the stop, but not until Sino Riley got a taste of that orange turf. Lazo to hold, and the extra point will be good. So South Charleston strikes first on homecoming. They're up 7-0 when we come back. Riverside ball. HD.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family.
And we're back here after the South Charleston touchdown. They'll kick this one off to about the 31 again. Returned by number 2, trying to find a hole on the right side. And he does. Trying to fight through. He's still on his feet. Breaking tackle to the left side. There's a flag down. Going to try and run through one more man. And Zuinga with the tackle, but this might come back. 1:25 remaining, but there's a little bit of tapestry down. We'll await the call from the Whitecap. And that is costly, a personal foul on sophomore Joel Peters. He plays right guard for this team, and that one's going to bring back a very big return a long way as the penalty takes place from where the foul was committed. So they don't even get the bonus yards from the phenomenal return from Von Brockman. First down from their own 21. And where they received that, if they just took a fair catch, they would have had 10 more yards to work with. But they'll immediately go to a 5-wide look. Woods at the helm after their punt on their last possession. Woods goes right to the bubble screen, again to number 13. This time shakes through a tackle and is brought down by Zuinga. Back-to-back plays with a tackle for that senior linebacker. Gilmore will pick up about 6. Riverside's offense not doing too bad as that costly fumble that gave up a lot of time to South Charleston and just some miscues overall. That's not doing them any justice. Penalties so far not going in the way of what you want to see if you're a Warriors fan. 2nd down and 5. 50 seconds remaining. Woods looking, a lot of pressure on the outside, trying to get it out, and he won't be able to. Every South Charleston defensive lineman was there on the play, and there's a flag. That one late, number 52, will get credited with the sack from South Charleston. That's Hayden Short. And this could be a personal foul that moves Riverside a whole lot further ahead than what you'd expect. 37.2 remaining. We'll wait for the call. So they'll give him the sack on the night, but it won't go for any negative yards. It'll go for 15 yards in the Warriors' way. And that's something you don't want to see after such a good effort by that defensive line for South Charleston. They'll keep the clock rolling here. 30 seconds left now. Three receivers out wide. They're going to go I formation. First time we've seen this look from the Warriors. Woods will take the snap, dropping back, and it's going to be a draw to the left side. Trying to find the edges, Hope. And not too much hope on that run. Who else but Braden Zuinga? He is doing everything. As a Subaru Legacy needs to be moved. But that'll do it for our first quarter. Thanks to the ref for rewording what I was saying. Riverside down to South Charleston, the AAA team right now on top at homecoming. 12 more minutes of first half football. When we come back, you're watching HD Media Game Day.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
Surround yourself with beautiful views at the Eagle's Nest Restaurant and Lounge, open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet on Saturdays from 9 to noon. How about lunch instead? Join us for our lunch buffet on Sunday and Wednesday through Friday from noon to 2. Want a place to relax after a long week? Our lounge has happy hour every Friday night starting at 4:30. Great quality food at prices you'll love. Come to Eagle's Nest Restaurant, just off Canal Turnpike in South Charleston.
And we're back for the second quarter of action here between Riverside and South Charleston on a Black Eagle homecoming night. Woods will have their team up in the pistol. It's going to be a inside give, breaks through one tackle. Hope again fights forward and spins off two of them. Brought down by the last line of defense, Malcolm Brown, but not until he gets about 15 with his legs. First down for Riverside. And right now, Riverside's offense is really rolling. No flag on the play, as still having a little bit of issues with that score bug. 11:40 remaining. They're going to stay in this pistol look as it served them a lot of justice. It's going to be a give underneath, almost handed it off the wrong way. Hope running east and west, not north and south, and he is brought down. Like a young tackler there, number 12, Braden Workman. He'll get the tackle for loss. The junior will get credited with it. Second down and 12 after the negative yards. Now, not too much crowd impact from the flock there, as right now a little silent, but it's only a second down, so maybe we'll see some energy on that third down. Third receiver look again. I formation. They'll send him in motion. Now a pitch out to Hope. Tries to cut it inside, shakes off one. Tries to get through and won't get nothing. South Charleston's front seven is really making a statement so far. Amari Valentine will be credited with that tackle. Wrapped him up well. And Malachi Hope, the sophomore running back for Riverside, is not an easy man to bring down. At least 5 broken tackles so far in the contest. It's like they have Tyson Arms filling in that motion role when they have Hope in the backfield with Woods. Third down and 8. Closer to 7, actually. We've already bled off 2 minutes of clock. And it's like we'll have this one blown dead by South Charleston. So it'll be the second time Riverside uses the timeout, and right now is a great time to pick up a digital subscription to the Gazette Mail. For just $1, you will get 6 months of access to web stories, the e-edition of the Gazette Mail, plus tons of exclusive features, stories, podcasts, and other shows. And, of course, expanded coverage of all of our live stream games. Just $1 for half a year. Go to GazetteMail.com to subscribe today. And couldn't be a better time. Last week, I had the pleasure of being down in George Washington, where Jefferson upset the, at the time, undefeated George Washington Patriots. It was a thriller, and you would have missed it if you didn't tune in to HD Media Game Day. It's a lot of action that we get to capture here, and we're glad we get to provide it for you. Still 7-0, the sole touchdown being a 2-yard scamper in by Ceno Riley, where he ran through a man and found the back of the end zone. They'll go back to the I form for Riverside out of their second timeout. They'll only have 1 remaining. South Charleston still has all 3. Arms in motion. Here's going to be a give underneath. Play action. Looking for Arms and diving, but won't secure it. Hands not a priority right now for Riverside. They can't seem to secure that ball through the air. And now it's a 4th down and almost a waste of a good play call because he got him very open if that ball was placed a little better too. Looks like they're going to send Eli Taft out there for his second punt of the day. The Warriors' offense has been very stagnant. 9:57 remaining. Number 2 taking the lot. Vaughn Brockman, that's their receiver and cornerback, taking a lot of the snaps here. He's going to be their long snapper here on these punts. He'll let one loose. Taft drills one straight, bounces high, and it will be returned. Trying to find some room and is brought down after shaking one off. Malcolm Brown gets out to about the 22-yard line. So while they change possessions, fall football in West Virginia is unlike anything else. HD Media is live streaming more than 30 high school games this year. Next week, the action stays here in South Charleston as Oak Hill takes on the Black Eagles. It's all live and free in one convenient location, hdmediagameday.com. See if Riley can lead his team for another long touchdown drive. Such a young team in South Charleston, and they've been more than impressed me over this season, coming back from an 0-10 year and potentially stringing together back-to-back wins if they keep this pace up. Riverside with 7 in the box, all of them loaded on that line of scrimmage. Riley will keep it and is brought down, initially met by number 6, Malachi Hope. 9:30 remaining. Not too many looks right now. They've switched the coverage look there at the top of your screen. They're going to have a Rick Booker guarding number 11, Devin Lazo, who has 1 reception today for about 7 yards that got him into that scoring territory on a 6 or 5-yard dig. Loading up to the bottom of your screen there to the left side of the field. They'll give it to Malcolm. Fighting forward, and he's going to be almost past the sticks. It's going to be close. And they'll move them. So first down, again, off the back of Malcolm Brown. And if you just tune into any of these games for South Charleston, the wins, the losses, the blowouts from either side, you see how valuable Malcolm Brown is to this team. And Malachi Hall needs to get his flowers too. It's a two-headed demon out of the backfield right beside Ceno Riley. Lazo to the very top of your screen again, 1st and 10. As this run going nowhere. As Riverside's starting to catch on to this heavy run attack. Number 7 will be the last one in there, John Battle, to get the tackle. Be a 2nd and 12 after the 2-yard loss by Hall. Only one short pass so far for Ceno Riley, and it was a completion. They've tried to let him air it out on that initial possession where they turned the ball over on downs, looking downfield to Christian Perkins on 2 of those throws. As they still have Amari Valentine, the other freshman receiver, in the slot. Riley, play action. Going to look to the slant there. Lazo is intercepted. A miscommunication. Number 22 down the sideline. He's got one man to beat. Will he get there? And he will. And we're all square. And pick 6 by Rook Booker. Right place, right time for the Warriors. And Riley was looking for a slant, if you see here on this play action pass. And Lazo just broke out. He had the leverage to have that fade ball, but the miscommunication leads to a Booker pick 6, and he'll be able to talk about that one come Monday for school. Could be an extra point coming up for Eli Taft. 2 solid kickoffs so far and a decent punt. This one blocked at the line of scrimmage, so we're not even. South Charleston, despite the mishap, will remain in the lead. It's 7-6 in the second quarter. We'll be right back with the kickoff. 7:46 left.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or GoMart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
And we're back here at Black Eagle Stadium. Pick 6, if you just missed it. Rick Booker, the 6-foot junior cornerback for Riverside, takes one about 40 yards to the house, winning a foot race as he was guarding Devin Lazo that showed a slant and then cut it right back outside for a go ball. Lazo wasn't on the same page, and it ended up right in the hand. Riley wasn't on the same page, and it went right to the chest of Booker. So the extra point was blocked, so we stay at 6-7. Taft will send this one deep. Here's a small pooch. High bounce. Going to be recovered, though, cleanly by South Charleston. And he's brought down at about the 27-yard line. Lazo will have a short return. Still in the lead, so the interception not hurting him as bad as what some would think. 7:42 remaining here in the second quarter of action. Hopefully we see Riley coming to his own here. He's had a lot of miscues today, 4 incompletions, 1 interception, only 1 completion. But it's hard to stray away from that run game you've had with Malcolm Brown and Malachi Hall. From their own 27, 4 receivers out wide. And this play will be blown dead.
Timeout. South Charleston.
As the Black Eagles use a timeout, will utilize one as well. You're watching HD Media Game Day. We'll be right back.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or gomart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous.
Be a keeper for Cena O'Reilly. Fakes the give as a read option and met hard. And it's not good. Tavian Woods grabbing his left knee. You got to hope it's just a stinger there on the side.
Timeout for an injured player.
It'll be an injury timeout. We'll take a break, and we'll hope he's okay here for Riverside.
Notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse. It could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
As we're back there, Tavian Woods, the linebacker, he comes off the field. He's just walking it off. Looks like it's a little stinger there. He'll sit down, hit his shin pretty hard, I'm assuming off a helmet. Looks like he's back down on the sideline. You just got to hope it's just a little bit lingering and nothing too bad. This game will go for nothing on the give underneath. Stopped immediately, so it'll be a 3rd down and short. As they still have Woods down on that sideline. He's off your screen. We'll try and keep you updated as much as we can on him. But starting quarterback, you really hope he's okay. And that's the risk you have, having your quarterback also be your star linebacker. He's just involved in every play, and a lot could happen. 3rd down and 3. Riley rolls out left. Here's a throw. It's caught through contact, but I don't think he's got it, and he doesn't. So a good catch by Miles Terry, but it will be all for nothing. And just what a sequence of events for Tavian Woods. They're going to go for it here. 4th down. And looks like they're going to get him the jump. Riverside had 12 men on the field there. And it's going to move them 5 yards forward.
Defense, 72. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
So they stop him on 3rd, give him the 1st down on 4th. Riverside needs to be a little more disciplined. You're still down 1 in this game, even though you have a pick 6 on that defensive end. Trying to make someone miss now. Malcolm Brown will pick up about a yard or 2. Not much going. Brought down by Cedric Coping. It's really good to see Riverside's player out there again, though. Makes it a fun game for both sides. Lazo again, he's still guarded by number 22, Rick Booker. To the others here, top of the screen, Makai Gordon. He's covered close by Vaughn Brockman, and the 6-foot junior has 4 inches on Brockman and about 100 pounds. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you got to trust him. Here's a give. Down underneath again, and he slammed backwards. A big tackle from Thomas Christie. A 6-foot junior, 270. One of the bigger players on this Riverside team gets a tackle for a loss. Just picks him up and makes sure he's going nowhere. SC's offense really struggling since that pick 6. 3rd down and 10. Riley, pressure. Here's the ball in the air. Intercepted one more time. Number 7, John Battle, taking it down the right sideline, and he'll just step out of bounds. Back-to-back possessions. The young quarterback is frustrated on his way to the sideline. And Battle already making an early impact on this game for Riverside. Riley throws his helmet down in frustration. A lot of pent-up frustration as all the momentum in the world is towards the Quad A team in this battle. The Warriors trying to get that loss to Woodrow Wilson off their back. Brown still out there. Here's a pitch to the left side. It's on the ground. It is recovered. Immediately turned back over. And now things are going back in South Charleston's favor. And it might be some homecoming magic. It's the right play call. Just slipped through his fingers. And a heads-up play there by Hayden Short, who already has a sack today, to get on that ball immediately. Didn't even give Malachi hope to process that the ball was on the ground. So Riley, despite the 2 interceptions, has a chance to extend this lead. Only 1 point, 4:37 remaining. They'll give it to Malcolm Brown. And there's a flag down near the line of scrimmage after the carry by Brown. So miscue that led to a Riverside touchdown, then a miscue that gave Riverside the ball. Immediately after, we see a fumble by the Warriors and now a flag on the ground, so nothing clean happening.
80 to runner, 55, offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So I'm sure the Eagles wouldn't want to hear that call. It's Jackson Slack will get called with aiding a runner, the right guard. So first down and 15 for South Charleston. They're going to stay in this 3-receiver look. Miles Terry getting a lot of snaps so far, not going to their true spread. To the right of Riley, it's Brown. They'll give it to him. They break through the line of scrimmage, and everybody's there for him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Riverside Warriors there to push him out of bounds, but he stays standing. They're just looking for anything to happen here on offense. Right now, the wheels aren't turning for South Charleston like they were on their second drive. The run game is getting a little stagnant, and the air right now not an option with how great the secondary for Riverside has been. Be a second down and 15 after the penalty on first and no gain on that second play of the possession. Here's a give underneath again to Brown. He's hit hard by number 5, but falls forward. That's Cedric Coping on the tackle. Third down and 10 look for the Black Eagles. Still up 1 point, as that could be a decider after Eli Taft's extra point was blocked after the pick 6 by a Rick Booker. Riley lets one go down the left sideline, and nobody there. Battle in coverage again. He was all over number 10, Christian Perkins. So 4th and 10. Now they'll send the punt unit out. That is Malachi Hall, of course. Their punter has a solid leg on him there. Jaden Bumpus, the place kicker for this Black Eagle team. We saw him on the kickoff earlier. Back deep to receive, number 6, Malachi Hope. It's a high kick. Maybe He'll be brought down after the short carry from the return by Malachi Hope. Be 3:17 remaining here in the second quarter. As once we get to the break, we'll head to a short commercial break once that final whistle blows, and we'll be back on the field with some homecoming festivities here for the Black Eagles. See who's going to be your king and queen here at South Charleston High. Be 1st and 10 from the Riverside 41. Great field positioning, just have to drive 59 yards to get the lead back in this game. It'll be a quick draw with the quarterback. Nothing going for Woods. He's brought down very quickly. Be number 5 yet again, Braden Zuinga. He has been absolutely everywhere for the Black Eagles. 2nd down and 9. Second and 9. Be 5 wide for Riverside. 4 to the left side. That ball almost batted out the line of scrimmage. Got it to Hope. Hope now brought down by his feet. Number 52 will get the tackle. Hayden Short, who has that fumble recovery earlier. As the fans with the D and picket fence are definitely fans of Braden Short. They got a little hype after that play. 3rd down and 6. We wait for that play call. 2:05 remaining, 2-minute drill mode for the Warriors. They're going to go single back formation, twins to each side. They'll send number 8 in motion. Pitch to the left side for Hope. Hope tries to shake one off and gets nowhere. 4th down for Riverside. And maybe not the play call you want if you're Riverside. Seemed very conservative. So 4th and 8, 1:30 remaining. So they'll send the punting unit out one more time. Eli's half for his 3rd attempt to send it downfield. They're going to have Amari Valentine for the return. This one short and rolls out of bounds at the 32-yard line. And as we get ready for our final drive, now is a great time to pick up a digital subscription to the Gazette Mail. For just $1, you will get 6 months of access to web stories, the e-edition of the Gazette Mail, plus tons of exclusive feature stories, podcasts, and other shows. And, of course, expanded coverage of all of our live stream games. Just $1 for half a year. Go to gazettemail.com to subscribe today. And 1 minute to rid this team of all the offensive woes we've seen so far by both sides, as Riverside's only touchdown came from a gift from Ceno Riley. It was a pick 6 by Rick Booker. 6-7. Looks like they're just going to burn a timeout. Mays is hot on the sideline.
Timeout.
As nobody's on the same page. We'll take a short break when we come back. The last drive, more than likely, of the first half. We'll return after a quick word from our sponsors.
Lester Raines Mazda in South Charleston has been serving this area for over 50 years. Be moved with a Mazda test drive. Come in and see how Lester Raines Mazda gives you a 5-star rated shopping experience. We will work out your financing so you can sit back and enjoy your new car. At Lester Raines Mazda, it's not just about selling the vehicle, it's about service after the sale. Stop by or visit us online. Lester Raines Mazda in South Charleston. Move and be moved.
And we're back here after South Charleston's initial timeout here the first half. Probably going to use them all this drive with 1:03 remaining. As it's hard to look to the receivers here as you've been picked off twice, throwing at both sides of the field. But here's the give. You don't need a receiver. He's got open grass in front of him. Malcolm Brown, one man to beat. It's a foot race, and no one will catch him. One play, and he's all the way home, 66 yards for the senior captain on homecoming. I mean, don't need to throw the ball when you have that explosive of a back right beside your quarterback. But there's a flag down. There's a collective gasp. We'll have to cut that replay short to get the call from the official, but that really sucks the air out of the stadium.
Holding. Offense, number 52. It's a 10-yard penalty.
It'll be
After the score.
Hayden
Tip
Short.
ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 1, defense. Offense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
66 yards to the end zone has resulted in a 25-yard loss
Number 1's first unsportsmanlike conduct
for the Black
of the game.
Eagles. As it'll shower boos onto the head ref. That takes a lot away from this team. First down and forever for South Charleston. But closer to about 25 as an estimate. South Charleston Riverside really loading the box here on defense. They got 8 men back there playing man coverage each side. It's going to be a keeper. Riley going nowhere, and another loss. The clock will tick. This is devastating for Riverside with 36 seconds left and counting. It's a second down and very, very, very long. I'll say about 2nd and 30. Still wait for the play call. Only 5 seconds separating the play clock and the game clock. As they'll probably give one more give to Brown and send this one into halftime. As second downs don't get much longer than this, and that's what they'll do. Brown brought down the line initially before he even gets to the line of scrimmage. So South Charleston will be up a point, but down a lot of momentum.
This is the end of the first half.
Heading into halftime. So your score after 2, the South Charleston Black Eagles 7, the Riverside Warriors 6. We'll take a quick break, and we come back. Your homecoming festivities for the Black Eagles homecoming. We'll be right back.
Before you hit the hiking trails with your crew, make a quick stop at your local Little General convenience store. We've got the snacks, drinks, and gas to keep you going. Because every great hike starts with a little planning and a lot of snacks. We're proud to be part of your journey, rooted in West Virginia and built for the road ahead. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
Are things in your home not working the way they should? Air conditioner no longer cooling? No hot water? How about that annoying dripping faucet that just won't stop dripping? Remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating and Cooling. Mullen Plumbing, Heating and Cooling has been serving the area for more than 60 years. Mullen Plumbing, Heating and Cooling has the most professional technicians standing by to address all of your needs. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating and Cooling. Call us today and schedule your in-home service or schedule online at mullenplumbing.com.
This is Ben Salango with Salango Law. Salango Law has earned a reputation for getting excellent results for our clients. With decades of experience handling thousands of cases, we know what it takes to deliver. Proudly voted Best in the Valley for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Charleston Gazette-Mail, Salango Law is deeply committed to giving back by investing in our community. From supporting local programs to making our region a better place to live, Salango Law is proud to be your trusted legal and community partner. Check us out at salangolaw.com.
This HD Media Game Day production of South Charleston football is brought to you in part by the University of Charleston, relationship rich, career relevant. David Smith Frame and Body Shop in St. Albans, serving the needs of Kanawha and Putnam County residents for more than 30 years. The City of South Charleston, someplace special. And by Generations Ford, one destination for every generation.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork, smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Coming pep assemblies and class games. Over the course of these events, our students showed their spirit and pride for South Charleston High School. Great job to everyone involved. It was a really great week and we are proud of everyone who helped. The points awarded to each class are as follows. 157 to the freshmen, She is a member of our SCHS Helping Hearts Club, where she participates in events to help the community and the school. In the summer, Naraya volunteers at cheer camps looking for community service to help the next generations of little cheerleaders. She is rocking a 4.0 GPA in many of classes, including honors. In Naraya's free time, she loves to listen to music and watch Disney movies. Naraya is escorted by Miles Terry, son of Mark and Shelley Terry, and the brother of Anthony and Mia. Miles is a member of the SCHS football team and basketball team. He attends Southridge Church. Miles is a member of the SCHS In-School Travel Club as he visits many classrooms to bring a smile to those around him. He was a great representative of the school spirit this week, especially on ESPN Day, where he and his fellow spirited young men got the attention of all of us through a social media game day post. He's always kind and helps others. The junior homecoming attendant is Eliana Ildefonso, daughter of April and Ellie and Ildefonso. She is a member of the SCHS cheer team. Eliana also loves being members of the Helping Hearts Club, where she hopes to do more projects for the community, speaking of the community, and she also loves to volunteer with Little League cheerleaders. Eliana has a 4.0 GPA, and she attends Ben Franklin as part of the Therapeutic Services program. In her free time, she loves shopping and going to the gym. Ileana is escorted by Jaden Bumpus, son of Les Bumpus and Desiree Corns, with stepfather Braden Corns. His siblings are Jaslyn Bumpus, Araya Shreve, stepbrother Braden Corns. He is currently doing double duty this fall by being a member of the football team and the men's soccer team. He will also be playing basketball in the winter. Jaden is a 3-year member of the HISTA Club, which helps to further science education in the state. Jaden referees ref soccer for younger children and attends Harper Memorial Church. He enjoys playing indoor and rec league soccer in the off-seasons, spending time with family and traveling. Jaden has maintained a 4.7 GPA in honors and dual credit classes through high school. And now we have our senior class Queen and King nominees. First up is Abby Perkins, daughter of Christy Perkins of South Charleston and Jamie Perkins of Bell. She is a proud sibling of Colin and Brendan Quinn, Kendra Bowling, and James Lawrence Perkins III. Abby volunteers at church and is a member of the work program at South Charleston. She is a type 1 diabetic and has learned how demanding that condition can be. Abby loves poetry and animals. She is focused on building her future, staying motivated, and being the best version of herself. Abby would like to attend Marshall next year and major in medical imaging. Abby is being escorted tonight by Braden Zuniga, son of Nicole Polly and Chris Zuniga, and a teen brother of Alyssa Zuniga. He is a member of the SCHS football and wrestling team and is the colonial of the Air Force JROTC. Braden attends church and has maintained a 4.0 GPA at SC. In his free time, he likes to go out and participate in health and wellness activities. After high school, Braden would like to attend Marshall or West Virginia State University to pursue a degree in political science and join ROTC on campus so that he can commission in the Army as an officer. Next up is Savannah Porfahati, daughter of Amanda Schumacher and Russell Porfahati. She is the sister of Sierra Porfahati, who is the best sister she could ask for and one of her best friends. Savannah is a member of the band, and she has held the position of drum major for the last 2 years. She would like to thank the GOAT, Mr. Green, for sparking her passion, which gave her the push to continue music. She volunteers with middle school, and when she's not practicing with the band, you can find her picking up your grocery order at Kroger. Savannah has maintained a 4.45 while taking IB and college classes. She loves practicing, conducting, and playing her baritone and trombone while also hanging out with her boyfriend and friends, including the many amazing people she met through the band. Savannah is currently undecided between Marshall and WVU, but plans to major in forensic science and minor in music. Savannah is being escorted by David Brown, son of Dennis and Dawn Brown. He is the brother of Timothy, Stephen, and Benjamin Homowan. Davis is a member of the SCHS band, show choir, and vocal ensemble. He attends church and has maintained a cumulative 3.5 GPA in honors classes. In his free time, David likes to write and play music and eat food. David has been in our school musicals and plays a large role in the musical artistry displayed by our school. David will be auditioning at Berklee Conservatory in Boston for funk and fusion-based performance to continue his music education after high school. Next up is Nalea Woods, daughter of Tierra Woods. She is the sister to Nariah Jones. Nalea loves spending time on the sidelines cheering with the SCHS cheer squad. Nalea volunteers with the South Charleston Little League cheer team and likes to complete community service when she's not practicing. So many young cheerleaders came up here to see her at the homecoming parade yesterday to get hugs, and they were so happy to see her. She has completed over 150 hours of community service with these girls. She has over 3.2 in dual credit classes. In her free time, she likes to make TikToks and watch Dance Moms. She loves to dance and tumble. Nalea plans to go to college to be an elementary teacher, and she would like to attend college out of state. Nalea is escorted by Caden Hackman, son of Kristen and Andy Hackman. He is the brother of Ethan Hackman. He's a member of the SCHS football team and the SCHS baseball team. Caden recently became a member of the newly formed weightlifting club. He is proud to say that he was baptized into the LDS church. Caden has been making straight A's so far this year and really enjoys his civics class with Ms. Arbogast and his art class with Ms. Noble. He enjoys helping in community service as an office assistant. He loves to watch NFL and college football and has recently become an entrepreneur barber and give haircuts to his friend. Caden enjoys listening to music and staying active. Lately, he's been focused on physical therapy for his knee injury. Joining us from last year is our 2024 homecoming queen, Anna Poor. Welcome back. Today, the entire student body voted for our homecoming king and queen. This year's 2025 homecoming king is Caden Hackman. Stay there. And now, this year's 2025 homecoming queen is Nalea Woods. Thank you to the administration, staff, students, friends, and family for helping to make this homecoming week a success. Good luck, Black Eagles.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
West Virginia is home. It's where we work, live, and raise our families. At the heart of our communities are West Virginia hospitals and their compassionate caregivers. From life-saving treatments and emergency care to wellness support and screening services, we are improving your quality of life through extraordinary achievements and amazing results. West Virginia Hospitals. Your health is the heartbeat of our communities.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
Surround yourself with beautiful views at the Eagles Nest Restaurant and Lounge, open Wednesday through Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Try our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet on Saturdays from 9 to noon. How about lunch instead? Join us for our lunch buffet on Sunday and Wednesday through Friday from noon to 2. Want a place to relax after a long week? Our lounge has happy hour every Friday night starting at 4:30. Great quality food at prices you'll love. Come to Eagles Nest Restaurant, just off Canal Turnpike in South Charleston.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or GoMart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU Athletics.
Calendar.
And we're back here after the homecoming festivities for South Charleston 2025 as they get things settled on the sideline. We get ready for some action between the Riverside Warriors and the South Charleston Black Eagles. It's going to be a good second half looking to go. About 3 minutes left here on the clock before we get things going again. The extended warm-up time. Congratulations to senior Caden Hackman, the linebacker on the football team. He sadly ended his season with a ACL tear earlier this year, but he gets to walk out of his second to last home game here at South Charleston as the homecoming king. So a lot to hang his hat on. 4 of the 5 candidates for homecoming were on the football team, which I'm from Point Pleasant. That's something a little unheard of. Didn't see too much of that. But congratulations to all the candidates, including freshman Brady Riggs getting the freshman candidate spot for South Charleston. As we look back here onto the first half, we had 2 interceptions by the young quarterback, Sino Riley, as he struggled to get it going, and it went to both sides of the field on a pass targeted for Devin Lazo, where he tried to run a slant, broke it out to run a streak. The ball was intended for the slant, and Arik Booker, the 6-foot junior for the Warriors, jumped right in front of the ball, hit him in the numbers, and took it back about 40 yards. That's the only score for Riverside. The extra point was blocked by Eli Taft, so he's 0 for 1 on the day. On the next possession, it's a long throw from Riley there near the end of the second quarter. Actually, the first possession after his initial interception. He throws one deep intended for number 10, Christian Perkins, that was intercepted by number 7, John Battle, who has 2 pass breakups now on the day and an interception. For the offense on Riverside, it's been hit or miss. Mainly missed, though, as they haven't accounted for any points and hardly any yards. 3 punts for the day for punter and kicker Eli Taft. Tavian Woods, who had over 200 yards the last time he played South Charleston last year, that gave Riverside their only win through the air. He can't get anything going on offense as they ended their drive where they got the interception from Battle with a fumble on the first play back. It was an initial pitch to Malachi Hope. Thrown backwards, Hayden Short was all over it, and the second the ball hit the turf, number 52 was right on top of it. Not a chance for Hope to recover. A lot of traded drives with punts. To the first drive of the game for South Charleston did end in a turnover on downs after a fumble by Malachi Hope. So that's his second drop of the day where the ball just could not stay in his hands. For Riverside, the reason their offense has been moving is a lot of drops just through the air, about 3 in total, 2 of them by senior captain Riley Gilmore. The 6'2", 190 receiver hasn't had hands too solid. As we're about to get things going here in the second half of this game. Looking to be exciting, though. These close games are what you want to see as a fan of either team. To a lesser extent, you do want to see your team win in a blowout, and I'm sure these South Charleston fans are wishing to win a little bit better. But when you're playing a Quad A team and a conference matchup and on homecoming, the stakes are very high for both sides, as both these teams are based out of Charleston, so it's also a local rivalry. A lot on the line for both teams as they're ranked 18th in AAA and Quad A, respectively, 2 spots out of the playoffs. They're trying to battle in A win here would move South Charleston up to 3-4 as they stand at 2-4 this season. Riverside, who are 1-6 with their only win coming against St. Albans, will be pushed up a little higher in the rankings with that much smaller Quad A division where 3 or 4 wins can get you in the playoffs. As they'll send a low squibber to start things off by Eli Taft. Recovered at the 25, spinning around is Amari Valentine. He's brought down near the 32-yard line. As we'll see Ceno Riley try to gain his composure, get back onto the field, and he's accounted for the only touchdown for South Charleston, about a 3-yard run that was also set up by a short pass to Devin Lazo, his only reception that went for 7 yards, which is a stark contrast to what we saw last week for the freshman Lazo, as he finished with 122 yards on 2 receptions, both receptions being over 50 yards, his long being 66 to be exact. So it'll be 1st and 10. There was a scare earlier with star linebacker and quarterback Tavion Woods for Riverside, but he's back on the field, no problem. As Riley will keep this one, shake off 2, finds a hole, hits it, trying to cut it back outside. Battle secures him, and he's chased down by the defensive lineman, Thomas Christie, but not until Ceno Riley picks up about 20 with his feet. So they're already in Riverside territory to the 49. And even though the receiver separation hasn't been too good, the running back separation has been undoubtable. They had a long touchdown that was just taken aback from a penalty and an unsportsmanlike conduct, as they'll give it right back to the man who had the unsportsmanlike conduct, number 1, Malcolm Brown. He'll pick up about 6 yards. Mark it about 5, so it'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Eagles as they're moving the ball early and well, which is really what you want to see. Their first 2 drives were following the same suit until they stalled out on 1 and really picked it up on that 2nd drive. Not the same team since, really. 2 tight end sets, a heavy set, really, for this team. Stiff arms his own offensive lineman to push him into the blockers, and 4 Riverside defenders will bring him down. The main guy on the tackle there, as we look for number 52, Paul Cochran, the 5'9" sophomore, 211 pounds on that front line. A very good frame, as both of these teams are built well, and especially the South Charleston team, a very young team with young athletes, not too many seniors. They've gotten Riverside to jump at least 3 times so far today. Right now, no luck as they try to make it a 1st down here on this 3rd and 4. Another give underneath the Brown. Runs through 1, fighting. Will he get it? Gets to the 40. The line to gain was a 39, so he won't get it. And another flag down, as this game has really been plagued by the referees. Not in a bad way, just a lot of laundry so far. We'll wait for the call from the side judge to the top of your screen on that Riverside sideline. As they might have
dead ball. 2. Those offset.
So Amari Valentine and Rick Booker getting chippy with each other there on that top of your screen, this receiver and cornerback confrontation. That one's lucky for both teams, but now they both have their first warning, as well as Malcolm Brown, who has unsportsmanlike conduct, and Hayden Short. So 3 South Charleston players already have their warning for unsportsmanlike conduct so far today. Shotgun for him, 4th down. Give it underneath. Brown, he breaks free. He gets the 1st down. And number 5 comes in late there, and Cedric Coping comes in and lays the boom. 1st down, though, for South Charleston after the Brown carry. Will be well over 100 yards today if his run earlier stood. That went for 66 yards and was called back due to a holding and a little bit more salt in the wound by the unsportsmanlike conduct celebration after by Brown. Now they go back to this 3-receiver look we've been seeing all day. Miles Terry at that tight end. He'll be pulling. Here's again, Brown bounces it outside. There's almost a counter look there on the run. He'll pick up 10 and be close to that line again. I mean, Malcolm Brown's going to have plenty of tape to give the colleges here. This senior captain is doing everything right on the ground. Brought down by Coping and Woods on the tackle. Still up by 1, 9:04 remaining. They stack their receivers to the bottom of your screen. That's Valentine and Perkins. They'll give it again to Brown, and it's not going to work every time. He's brought down by Tavion Woods. So my apologies, Zion Christian, actually, who got back there to him first. 8:38 remaining and counting. So another third and short. They didn't get it last time, but converted on fourth. Hopefully they have better luck on third down. Still staying stacked receivers to the bottom of your screen. Amari, Valentine, and Perkins. Lazo one-on-one press coverage with Booker. He can get that separation. High snap. It's bobbled. Riley spins away. Stiff arms through one and brought down short of the sticks, but saves a disaster to make it a fourth down and very manageable. They already picked this up earlier. And a high snap from Elijah Balsey. Almost went terrible. Oh, Bousley. My apologies there. It's not good when the producers start laughing, but fourth down. Give it underneath Brown. He's brought down in the backfield, and Riverside, their second forced turnover on downs. And all things after a strong start to the drive for South Charleston crumbling there at the end. Almost turnover that was salvaged into a 1-yard gain, but all for nothing. Riverside football. Now is a great time to pick up a digital subscription to the Gazette Mail. For just $1, you will get 6 months of access to web stories, the e-edition of the Gazette Mail, plus tons of exclusive features, stories, podcasts, and other shows. And, of course, expanded coverage of all our live stream games. For just $1 for half a year, go to gazettemail.com to subscribe today. Now, not too many errors through the air for Woods. It's mainly been on the receivers. They go 5 wide, 4 to the top. I wouldn't be surprised with a little bubble screen here to John Battle, but it'll be a keeper for Woods. He'll find the hole, fall forward after getting his feet taken out there. It'll be a gain of close to 6, and that's what they'll mark him. So 2nd down and 4 for Riverside. South Charleston's defense has held this quad A offense to 0 points so far. There's a lot for them to hang their helmet on, but they still got 2 quarters left, and if this offense doesn't get moving, it's only a matter of time till Tavion Woods, a very talented athlete, can get this team to the end zone. Dropping back, clean pocket, ripped one over the middle, and nobody home. And Brown almost had a chance at it if he kept his head up. Be a 3rd down and 4. Tried to go to the steam. That pass was intended for Tyson Arms, the junior. He's been in motion. My apologies, actually, for Malachi Hope, the sophomore running back. Arms has been that motion man when Hope has been in the backfield, so they've been mutually exclusive. 3rd and 4. Going to go to a 5 wide look again. John Battle to the very top of your screen. All alone at the bottom is Riley Gilmore. He's got a lot of separation there. He can just take a hitch and drop it, but Woods is just going to take the carry. He's going to launch one deep. Thought it was a run. He's wide open. He fooled everybody. And the bend don't break is broken. Number 2, Vaughn Brockman, is in the end zone. And what a play call by this Riverside coaching staff. Heath Huffman and co. sold the run harder than anything. Just a dead sprint, and nobody picked him up. Woods makes what could be the easiest deep ball of his career. And they'll find the end zone for the first time today. It'll be marked down as a 62-yard touchdown. And they got to go for 2 here after their blocked extra point, after their pick 6 by Rick Booker. 5 wide look again. Really spreading out those receivers to the left of your screen. One-on-one coverage from South Charleston, everybody. Woods is going to look to keep it. Try and find the edge. He's going to have to cut in and power, and he will. So they'll take a lead by 7. Riverside flips the script with a long bomb. It's 14 for the Warriors and 7 for the Black Eagles on homecoming. We'll be right back after a short break. You're watching HD Media Game Day.
ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
And we're back after the long touchdown that got Tavon Brockman. The 5'8 freshman gets the first offensive score for Riverside, and they go up 14-7 from the rushing two-point conversion by Tavion Woods. 6:48 remaining here in the third quarter, as they'll send this one deep. It's another low squibber, as it's hot on the ground, recovered by number 2, and Makai Gordon. No luck for South Charleston. That's the first touch we've seen. For Gordon. And it'll go for negative yards on the return. So they start within their own red zone at about the 17-yard line. It's really crumbling for the Black Eagles so far. 6:43 remaining. Donnie Mays looking to send his offense back out there, really missing those teams, especially of 2020, the last time we saw South Charleston win a state championship. He's accounted for 3 of those in 08, 09, and 2020. Wasn't around for the 1945 championship, but he's done his best. It's going to be a quick slant ball, high and incomplete. Battle wasn't even ready for the play to start. Christian Perkins just not tall enough to reel that one in. So it'll be second down. This execution for South Charleston has just not been what you wanted. As when they do execute, it gets brought back by a flag. Second down and 10. Lazo to the top of your screen. 2 tight end set. It's going to be a give to the outside to Brown. Shakes through a couple and gets wrapped up at the end there as number 0, Zion Christian, letting that South Charleston sideline know where he is. Gordon's going to come off for Hall. Brown's going to come off for Hall, and Gordon's going to come onto the field as well. Put him in that slot position. Hayden Short coming off. Short's been coming in as more of a 6 lineman role in that heavy set where they're deep in their own territory. They put Terry on the outside, but Terry will remain in at that tight end position. Gordon in the slot to the top of your screen. Riley, play action, has pressure coming, looking, and he's brought down again, Zion Christian. That's back-to-back plays with a tackle. This one is a sack. The 5'11 junior making his name known here at Black Eagle Stadium. No choice but to bring the punt unit out. They'll keep Malachi Hall out there to send this one deep. 5:26 and counting as we look to flip possessions one more time. It'll be Malachi Hall kicking to Malachi Hope. And this one wobbly and comes out bad. This one won't even reach the 40, out at the South Charleston 36. So a very short field for an offense that's hot off of scoring. Riverside has the ball. And with that, fall football in West Virginia is unlike anything else. HD Media is live streaming more than 30 high school games this year. Next week, the action stays here in South Charleston as Oak Hill takes on the Black Eagles. It's all live and for free in one convenient location, hdmediagameday.com. So just under the halfway point here in the third quarter, 5:12 to be exact. It'll be a split twins look for Riverside here on play 1. They get him the jump. Number 58 does his best impression of kick up, but won't get nothing. It'll be Joseph Miller that draws the flag
Dead ball.
there.
Encroachment. 52. Defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So Hayden Short has a fumble recovery today and a sack, but a lot of miscues on his end. He also has an unsportsmanlike conduct. So a tale of two tapes really for one player. Back to the same set, 4 wide. Going to look to the left side. There's going to be a quick bubble, comes in to catch the ball, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on the play. Number 22 on the reception, Rick Booker. Didn't expect him to take some snaps at receiver. This team has a lot of receivers. Vaughn Brockman, but with the absence of Logan Tudor, number 4, they would have to get deep into that depth chart. 4:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Still lead at 7. Trips to the left. Shotgun formation. It's going to be a keeper for Woods. Woods finds a hole, breaks through after someone grabs his jersey, and he'll get the first down and settle at the 19. So 3 plays, and Riverside is into the red zone. It's a very favorable position here, as he's really showed off his legs today, Woods. He had a long run that was brought back by a holding call, much like Malcolm Brown's run earlier for South Charleston, just bringing it back. But too talented of an athlete to contain the whole game. He's going to have those plays. You just got to make sure they don't hurt you as much as they could. Twin set to each side. There's going to be a delayed give, a draw, as he's going back. He pitches it backwards to Tavian. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and that was not in the playbook. Malachi Hope lost all hope, tosses it backwards to Tavian Woods, and he finds a hole for a first down. And Woods falls forward there after the contact and gets yet another first down. So it'll be a first down and goal from the 7. Be 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 2 to the top. It's a spread look. He's all alone back there. Woods dropping back. Quick throw over the middle, and a lot of holding there. We won't see a flag. And I'm sure that if you got that clear angle, you're watching this one from home. Woods, receiver there, I believe that was Malachi Hope, had a lot of gloves over him. But nonetheless, it'll be second down. Lead still at 7 with a chance to extend it. 3 more plays to reach that pylon. Shotgun form, they switch to an empty look, 5 wide. Brown, a quick keeper, powers it through the middle, and he's brought down near the 6, might have got to the 5. So 2 yards and 2 plays. Not what Riverside was expecting, especially after such an electric drive starting in South Charleston territory. Draining a lot of clock, which is favorable. You have the lead, and you've shown your defense can start to contain the South Charleston offense. Now back to this 5 wide look again with 4 receivers to the top. They have Tyson Arms set back the most. Tavion trying to find something. Hit as he throws, and it's caught by Arms. Touchdown, Riverside. And an impressive release by Tavion Woods. His right arm was held as he let that ball go. It's 6 for the Warriors. As they went right back to that formation that served them so well with bubble screens. Woods initially tucks the ball to run it here and just lets one go. His right arm started to get swallowed up by number 12, Braden Workman. But he got it free and let one go as he was hitting the turf. The extra point is up, drilled as a line drive, but just enough to clear the goalpost. Up 14, Riverside looking to spoil the Black Eagles' homecoming. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or gomart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of
Field here for homecoming as the flock has been silenced so far by the Riverside Warriors. They go up 21-7 with a pass completion from Tavion Woods to number 8, Tyson Arms. Right place, right time, and a talented play by that young quarterback who's really impressive. And that one skids over the head of number 10. It's still on the ground. His knee was on the ground when he grabbed it, but won't blow the play dead. And he'll fight forward surprisingly well. Gets it back to the 19 where he received that ball at the 5, slipping. And that's when things get hectic. When the turf monster starts to have a play, Perkins had the ball kick over his head off an odd bounce. So they'll stay at the 19, not the worst position considering what we just saw.
Again, offset again.
Offset again.
Okay.
And the ref's microphone is on without him knowing.
It's 21.
So I have a feeling it's going to be offsetting on sportsmanlike conduct.
Dead ball. Personal foul. 21 black. Dead ball. 22 white. Those offset. First down, South Charleston.
So Damian Cheney and number 22 for South Charleston, Arook Booker, both getting a little too chippy after the play. It won't affect anything, but things are really getting heated in this rivalry, especially on homecoming. You want to defend your home turf. Riley looking, lets one go deep. He's got a man, and it's caught. Number 10, and he's brought down at the 34-yard line. Christian Perkins. After the almost blunder on the kickoff, he takes it about 40 yards downfield. And Riley just a rifle on that right hand. Let it go at about the 15. It lands at the 49 in Riverside territory. And they fall down near the 35, mark it the 34. A huge play for South Charleston immediately after letting up a touchdown. 2:18 remaining. As if Riley can make that throw, I don't see there being any throw within this field territory where he can't make it. Here's a give to Brown. He fights through a hole and keeps piling forward. Takes 4 Riverside defenders to bring him down. The main man there, Riley Gilmore, to get the tackle. Just under 2 minutes now. It's a second down and short after the Malcolm Brown run. Same for Riverside. They send the heat. Riverside. Here's a high ball. Will it get to him? No. There's a flag. A little late. John Battle will get it. It's hard to contain Christian Perkins right after he got that big play. As the coaches here not in agreement with the call, we'll wait for the official word from the ref.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 7.
John Battle for
penalty.
Riverside.
First down.
Number 7. He's had a perfect game and the fullest extent of the word, but that's his first real error.
Timeout.
He has an interception.
Riverside.
And a pass
Their first
breakup.
half.
Riverside will use a timeout, so we'll take one with them. We'll be right back after a quick break. South Charleston ball in the red zone.
Calendar notifications.
HDMediaGameDay.com. And while we're at break waiting for the player to walk off the field, looks like it was a little cramp for cornerback John Battle as he got caught up at the end of that play, but they'll send that field goal unit out and hope to make this a 7-point game. Jaden Bumpus is going to try and send this one through. Or maybe not. Number 30 out there. I might have had my extra point kicker wrong. .127 left. That's the time of score as we await the extra point from South Charleston. Riverside's got good pressure on the last extra point. This one's up, short, and good. Doesn't need too much leg to make it from the 2. So South Charleston brings it within 7 with 90 seconds left here in the third quarter. So get ready to send things off. Right before they kick it off now is a great time to pick up the digital subscription for the Gazette Mail. For just $1, you will get 6 months of access to web stories, the e-edition of the Gazette Mail, plus tons of exclusive feature stories, podcasts, and other shows. And, of course, expanded coverage of all of our live-streamed games. Just $1 for half a year. Go to gazettemail.com to subscribe today. And when we look at Riverside on offense, their last offensive possession, slow but mainly benefiting from this short field from a bad punt from Malachi Hall, but before it was all in the cell from Tavion Woods looking to run as Vaughn Brockman just snuck out the backside, and I tell you, he could not have been more open. Caught it about the 40, and he crossed the goal line with no player, even to the 20 from South Charleston. So Bumpus will look to send this one deep. This one's going to be up, high, and short. Caught at about the 35 by number 2. And this one, he's wrapped up immediately. Nowhere to go for Vaughn Brockman. Now the offense, who's used to this short field, is going to have to come together with some answers. It's a phenomenal play. The special teams, besides the punting here for South Charleston, has really shown their strength, not letting any big plays up on that third side of the ball. So now Woods will look to settle again. Back-to-back scoring drives for Riverside. And that's something that can't be taught sometimes. Shotgun form, Woods looking, and this one's going to be blown dead immediately. False start on the offense, as we'll see on who it's on here shortly.
Dead ball. False start. Number 58, offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. First down.
And that'll be on the left guard, Joseph Miller, the 5'8", 234 senior. Got a little jumpy there, heat of the moment, as you're only up by 7 now with a South Charleston offense that really found its groove last drive. 21-14 with 81 seconds left in the third quarter. One player we haven't seen involved as much as he was in the first, Riley Gilmore, the senior captain. There he's to the bottom of your screen, very bottom, at receiver. 5 wide look. Woods looking, trying to avoid a sack now. Hit the ball as it came out of his hands. Might have had a man open, but no one will secure it. So be a second down. Second down and 15. It was looking for Vaughn Brockman, who has that touchdown, as we were talking about earlier. I mentioned that earlier. They're without their receiver, Logan Tudor, who's also their starting strong safety. So Riverside, you lose a senior player that had a large impact on your game. It's the same story on the defensive side for South Charleston. Caden Hackman with that ACL tear and now a homecoming king prize to his name, so congrats to him for that. We hope him a speedy recovery for baseball season. Woods looking. It's going to be a quick dump underneath. Going nowhere. Number 6 will get the tackle for South Charleston. As now this defense really showing their strength. Elijah Mason, the front 7 man, getting through and making it a third and very long for Riverside. Let's just call it a 3rd and 20 as the clock begins to wind down. Just about a play or two left in the third quarter. You're going to have John Battle to the top of your screen, followed by Vaughn Brockman and number 8, Tyson Arms. Woods looking, has the check down, not going to hit it. Tries to run through 2 big men. He breaks free. Here's a floated pass and almost intercepted. That would have set him up beautifully. That one trying to get it to Malachi Hope. Won't be able to get it there, and now the punt unit comes out for Riverside, giving South Charleston a chance to tie. 23.8 left to send this one deep. To be Eli Taft after the 3-and-out by his Warriors. He's came on the field. This is the 4th time he's came out to punt the ball. He's 1 for 2 on extra points. A lot of pressure on that punt. This one will be high. It bobbled a little bit by Valentine. Ball's on the ground. And it will be recovered by Valentine there. He didn't lose it too badly. He just secured it, but not. So their 3rd down play now from about 7 yards from the sticks needs to be a good one to keep this drive alive. Don't want to go 3-and-out with a chance to tie this ball game and give this Riverside offense, who's stagnated a little bit, the ball back. As last drive was their first time they stopped him after the long touchdown pass that got to Vaughn Brockman and the succession of plays that led to Tavian Woods throwing one to Tyson Arms from short field. 3rd and 7, play clock. They get it off, though. Looking right, steps up in the pocket, looking to run now. Keeps his eye downfield. Going to have to make a miracle to get out of this one. And nobody's home for him. Everybody on top of Riley. And that initial contact by Jayon Tucker forces a 4th down. So he loses 2. They're going to send the punting unit out. Try and pin him deep and get a quick stop again like they did last time. 11:19 remaining, a less than 2-minute drive for South Charleston. So if they're going to lose the ball, they might as well make it as quick as possible. Hall to send this one to Hope. And that one almost blocked by Zion Christian. Hope with the return. Hope making one miss. Now down to the right sideline. Hope's got some room. He's got green grass. Oh, a crackback block. That might be a penalty. Hope will get all the way home. No flag. And that one's going to be looked at differently from each side of the ball, but Hope, a phenomenal return that'll find the end zone and the first real special teams error of the day for South Charleston. Just unbelievable how things can turn that quick. Not a bad punt from Malachi Hall to get it deep, but Hope broke through one and found the sideline and had nothing but green turf ahead of him. 1 for 2 on the day is Eli Taft. 10:49 your time of score. As Taft's extra point will be a bullet that finds its way through the goalpost. So it's 28-14. South Charleston down big with 10 minutes left on homecoming. We'll take a quick break. You're watching HD Media Game Day.
Lester Raines Mazda in South Charleston has been serving this area for over 50 years. Be moved with a Mazda test drive. Come in and see how Lester Raines Mazda gives you a 5-star rated shopping experience. We will work out your financing so you can sit back and enjoy your new car. At Lester Raines Mazda, it's not just about selling the vehicle, it's about service after the sale. Stop by or visit us online. Lester Raines Mazda in South Charleston. Move and be moved.
Before you hit the hiking trails with your crew, make a quick stop at your local Little General convenience store. We've got the snacks, drinks, and gas to keep you going. Because every great hike starts with a little planning and a lot of snacks. We're proud to be part of your journey, rooted in West Virginia and built for the road ahead. Little General Stores. Fuel your adventure the West Virginia way.
And welcome back here to Black Eagle Stadium. There was a punt return touchdown that sent us to break last time. Malachi Hope goes over 70 yards and finds the back of the end zone as South Charleston now really has to get things moving on offense. It was a 3-and-out that led them to that punt. The opposite of what you want to see when you're down 7. Now down 14. And that one hits him in the face mask. Valentine will recover it, though. Try to cut up through the middle of all the traffic, and a lot of chippy fighting. There's a flag, and now number 5, Cedric Coping. Looks like this will be only against Riverside.
Personal foul. Number 5, kicking team, 15-yard penalty. First down.
That's going to be a lot of yards that Riverside just gave up there. South Charleston looking like they were going to start from, I believe, the 36-yard line, 37-yard line. Will now march into Riverside territory. Markham at the 48. So less than 50 yards to find the end zone after giving up a special teams touchdown. That is a momentum killer if you're on the Riverside defense, as they don't even leave a safety high. They're loading the box in attempts to stop Malcolm Brown, and this time they'll wrap him up quickly. Brown will get about 3 yards, brought down by Tavion Woods and Malachi Hope. Those two have been running the offense tonight. They've been showing up well on defense as well. 2nd down and 7. 3-receiver look. Lazo to the top of your screen. 1 yard of separation between him and Booker. Trying to get open. Doesn't have the room. Hit as he throws. It's short, almost intercepted. As Riley took one to the gut on that pass. 3rd down and 7. Try to get a deep ball to Perkins again. It worked earlier. The pass rush for Riverside hasn't gave Riley too much time to throw. He has got a couple of deep balls off, and one of them that did go for a big gain. Despite that, though, the front 7 for Riverside's really shown their strength. And Thomas Christie he's been the anchor of this defense line. You see him right there, 72. He's holding down the fort in the down and dirty in the trenches. Empty set, 4 receivers. Riley looking, a lot of pressure, lets one go, looking for Lazo, pushed off, and there's an offensive pass interference on top of an incompletion. Malcolm Brown extends his arms and can't even haul the pass in. So it'll be either a 4th and 7 or a 3rd down or a 3rd and, I believe, 12.
Pass interference. Number 1, offense. 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty.
Still 3rd down.
So it'll be 17. It'll be, 22 instead of 12. And that changes everything for South Charleston. Just a mix of emotions for both sides. You get this 15-yard penalty that puts you in Riverside territory, and then you get one of your own that puts you back to your own 40. 3rd down and a long way to go, 22 yards to be exact. Riley just going to float one up, intercepted! And Makai Gordon wasn't looking for it. Just another flag down. They overthrow for Makai Gordon from Riley. That's his 3rd interception. Looks like the play just didn't get to everybody on the field, and we've seen these struggles since week 2 for South Charleston. Just the play's not going through the right way, as now it's a 14-point lead with 10 minutes left from homecoming for Riverside.
After the interception, personal foul. Number 1, 15-yard penalty. First down.
So Tavion Woods will pick up a personal foul. So it's the 3rd 15-yard penalty we've seen in the last about 6 plays. But it won't result in South Charleston getting the ball back. It'll be Riverside football with a chance to put this one out of reach with another score. A lot of penalties so far. Discipline's going to be looked at a lot in practice on Monday for both of these teams. 2 timeouts left for Riverside, 3 for South Charleston. Has 9:53 left on the clock. 4 receiver set for Woods at the helm. He has Hope back there with him. 4 defensive linemen for South Charleston. 44 creeping in. It's going to be an underneath give to Hope. Not as lucky on that one as he was on his punt return. So no gain on the play. Trying to make a quick sub there on the defensive end. First time we've seen 44 Noel Mason, but he's going to be the one to get the play calls to the defense. So empty set, 4 receivers to the bottom of your screen. All alone to the top is Riley Gilmore, the senior captain. Woods takes a snap. Clean pocket, gets one underneath. Gilmore almost caught it with his kneecaps, but that one almost impossible to catch for the young receiver. It'll be Valentine on the coverage, but a solid in-breaking route there. Just got to get that ball a little more up and into the chest of Gilmore. 9:12 remaining, and to squander an interception like this in less than a minute of game clock is not what you want to do if you're Riverside. You got to really start milking it. 3rd and 10. Twins to each side. It's Hope to the left side of Woods. Woods dropping back. Here's one over the middle. It's completed. First down. Don't want to go backwards, but he finds the room to the right side. He breaks free. And now he gets pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Vaughn Brockman. And he almost ran behind the sticks, but he trusted his athleticism and his instincts, and it paid out dividends. A solid throw from Woods, right where it needs to be. He breaks free from Valentine and then breaks free from number 12, Braden Workman, and almost finds enough green grass to get to the end zone, but it's pushed out of bounds. So back to the 5, wide look. Malachi Hope in the slot. 4 receivers to the bottom. They'll motion Hope into the backfield. Play action. Woods will keep it, and he's brought down by his feet, grabbing his hamstring. He's cramping, so looks like they're just going to try and get that one sorted. Second time a player's gone down with a cramp. No injury timeout, it looks to be. Just going to have to walk that one out. So no serious emergency. 1st and 10. 8:55 remaining after the
personal foul. Face mask, number 3. It's 15 yards, the end of the run. First down.
Didn't even see any flag on the field, but Amari Valentine, a costly personal foul. It's 15 yards for a face mask. Woods is going to have to come off the field, where he did get medical attention on the field, even it was stretching out a cramp. So he'll be back on the field next play. So coming in, the listed backup is Dasani McAllister. We haven't seen him hit the field once, but it will be number 11. 6'3", 185. So I believe that, no, that's number 13. So they go straight to Riley Gilmore at the helm. Gilmore lets one rip. Didn't think they'd pass with him. Into Vaughn, and he'll be brought down. Zuniga with the tackle. And there's yet another flag on the field. As they'll discuss this one over. I mean, these refs are really earning their paychecks today, as we've had a lot of screen time for them. If you're a family member of the ref, you're really getting your fill of their content. 8:29 left is what feels like forever. We'll wait for the call. Here it is.
Holding. Offense. Number 8. It's 10-yard penalty.
So it'll all be for a holding on Tyson Arms. So 10 yards back
Dead
from
ball.
the spot of the foul.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 3. Half a distance to the goal. Still second down.
So move him back 10, move him up 15. It will be on Amari Valentine. It's back-to-back penalties on number 3. I believe He's off to the side.
Action, it's first down.
Just a lot of mental errors by the South Charleston team, really shooting themselves in the foot. Woods back in there, underneath give, and he's brought down not until he fights very far forward, and I believe he got past the sticks for a first down. Malachi Hope, just a strong runner. He's using every bit of that 6'1", 175 frame to make it a first down and goal. .803 and ticking. Exactly what Riverside wants. They go to the I form for the first time this half. They did a little bit in the first half, but not too much. Woods to line up under center. All right, here's the give underneath. Yet again, this time it is the Hope, but no luck on that carry. Second down and goal. Woods will get the play call from the sideline and then come back onto the field. Now Riverside really focus on getting the clock rolling. You don't want to have any risks. South Charleston does have some big play potential, as we saw earlier. 2 of those plays were taken back by penalties on the ground, and then one of those through the air for Christian Perkins that we saw that led to the first South Charleston score since that second drive here in the second half. Milking almost a minute of clock in the last 2 plays. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Pistol formation, backs to the right. It's going to be a keeper for Woods. Going to try and get to the pylon, but nothing going. Got to stay in bounds, but he'll step out near the 4 for a third down. They'll mark him at the 5. So 3rd and goal, 5 yards to go, as they won't have any benefit from taking their time to get to this play call. .6:59. And here's a chance for Riverside to put it away. 15 feet from a 3-score game. Woods. Play action. Goes to the right side. He's open. Diving. Grab. Not there. Riley Gilmore tries to make a play leaning out of bounds, but just a little low and out of his reach. So it'll be 4th and 5. Looks like they're going to send out Eli Taft. Taft is 2 for 3 on extra points so far today. His first one of the day was blocked. This one just about 3 yards longer than what you see on an extra point. Looks like the holder is going to take this one at about the 12. So 22 yards to go up. Let's get a fake. I don't believe it. It's a flag on the play. It's a touchdown. I was baffled. And if this flag does go against South Charleston, it'll be declined to go for a touchdown, but I have a strong doubt against it. An eligible receiver downfield for Brody Hensley. So Hensley won't get credit for that touchdown. It'll move him back 5 yards, so they'll have a 4th and goal from the 10. Looks like they're going to go for a longer field goal this time. Let's see if Eli Taft has the leg. We're going to be marked at the 22. So, sorry, the 17. So a 27-yarder on the way. Taft, the hold, the kick, low, and sneaks through Eli Taft. 31-14 with 6:41 remaining. The clock is rolling. That's not right. It continues to bleed. And these are valuable seconds for a team down by 17. And it finally stops 6:27. It should be about 6:38 left, but South Charleston down 17 on homecoming. We're going to be right back.
Are things in your home not working the way they should?
Please reset the
Air
game
conditioner no
clock
longer cooling?
to 6
No hot
minutes,
water? How about that
37.
annoying dripping faucet that just won't stop dripping? Remember Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has been serving the area for more than 60 years. Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the most professional technicians standing by to address all of your needs. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today and schedule your in-home service or schedule online at mullenplumbing.com.
This is Ben Salango with Salango Law. Salango Law has earned a reputation for getting excellent results for our clients. With decades of experience handling thousands of cases, we know what it takes to deliver. Proudly voted Best in the Valley for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Charleston Gazette-Mail, Salango Law is deeply committed to giving back by investing in our community. From supporting local programs to making our region a better place to live, Salango Law is proud to be your trusted legal and community partner. Check us out at salangolaw.com.
And we're back after the Riverside field goal from 27 yards out. Eli Taft shoots a laser knuckleball that sneaks above the upright, and it's good. So 6:37 left for South Charleston to have a miracle here on homecoming. Riverside looking at a chance for its second win on the season and back-to-back wins over South Charleston over the last 2 years. Valentine again will receive this one. Just spun around. He won't ever hit the ground. They just talking a lot on both sides. As you can tell that tensions have really flared today. If you just look at the unsportsmanlike conduct tallies for both sides, it's a lot more than what you'd expect on either side. 6:30 as it's air raid time for Ceno Riley. He has 3 interceptions on the day. Not a statistic that he's going to want to brag about later in his career. Looks like they're going to go straight to that 4 receiver set. They're going to bounce out Miles Terry out wide. Have him in the slot. Back with him is Malcolm Brown. Brown in motion. Riley. It's going to be a screen pass to Lazo. Lazo tries to split the defenders and does not get anywhere. The clock's going to roll as every second that ticks is a little bit of hope lost for the South Charleston crowd. Second down and 8 after the 2-yard reception by number 11, Devin Lazo, whose stats do not compare to last week's win over St. Albans, where he had 122 yards. Riley scanning the field, looking, and he's 8 up. A huge sack by number 72, Thomas Christie. An absolute freight train, 6 feet, 270 pounds of muscle coming straight towards Riley. Nothing he could do. He was surveying the field. And the clock continues to roll. 3rd down and very long. Don't even have a chance to give the ball to Malcolm Brown to get some sort of offense rolling. You got to air this ball out. Drop 0 coverage for Riverside. They're playing man defense. Again, number 52 trying to get there. Now number 5 will get back with him, and number 3. A host of Warriors, Jayon, Tucker, Cedric Coping, all back there for the sack. And now it's 4th down, and it would take a lot longer for me to count it than you think. Need a deep ball. Need to get 20 your playmakers. Lazo is reliable in open space. So is Perkins. Have not seen Makai Gordon hardly today. And he's a very talented young man, that junior receiver. This offensive line of Watts, Wilburn, Bousley, Slack, and Johnson need to hold up strong. But with 4:26 left,
South Charleston, their first of the half.
will burn one and almost game-deciding play. We're going to take a short break. We come back. It's 4th and forever for South Charleston.
This HD Media Game Day production of South Charleston football is brought to you in part by the University of Charleston, relationship rich, career relevant. David Smith Frame and Body Shop in St. Albans, serving the needs of Kanawha and Putnam County residents for more than 30 years. The City of South Charleston, someplace special. And by Generations Ford, one destination for every generation.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork smothered in 3 delicious new sauces: sweet teriyaki, savory and thick, Carolina Gold, tangy and bold, honey sriracha, hot and spicy, topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
And we're back here, 4th down and a very, very, very long way. Riley looking, has to roll out, has pressure, lets one go. It's high, incomplete, batted down by Vaughn Brockman. Have a day, kid. He had that lead-taking touchdown. And all things rolling well for Riverside. They have 4 minutes to kill to head out of South Charleston with their 2nd win of the season. With a win that'll move them to 2-2 in the Mountain State. It will knock South Charleston down to 1-2, and more than likely boost Riverside up to that 5th position where South Charleston resides right now. And now Midland, Hurricane, and St. Albans are the 3 teams below Riverside in the Mountain State League. At the top, it's Huntington and George Washington. 4:19 remaining. Going to try and keep this one on the ground. Here's an underneath give. Breaks through and gets a lot more yards than expecting for Malachi Hope. Now it's time to keep the clock rolling. The clock is not rolling.
Great job. I love your commentary.
Well, 4 minutes left. It's going to keep things rolling. Woods taking his time. Talk about his plans on Saturday with Hope. Looks like they're going to go to the shotgun formation. 4 receivers out wide. 10 on the play clock now. Woods going to be a keeper. Bounces out to the left side. They'll try and dive through contact. A couple of players fall on top of him and will come to rest at about the 2-yard line with 3:30 left. So it's going to be South Charleston sitting out their heavy set. Just trying to play for a little bit of pride here on homecoming. Just got to hope they can enjoy the dance tomorrow. Keep bleeding. This next play will bring him underneath 3 minutes. See the play clock there to the top of your screen, just under 10 now. Go pistol formation, 33 in the backfield with him. Is that Kreider? Kreider will get it, trying to power through, and he's close to the goal line. The side judge just has one arm up, not signaling for a touchdown. And that's just going to burn some more clock for Riverside. If anything, that's best case scenario. So the officials talk it over.
Illegal substitution. Offense, number 7. 5-yard penalty.
So a
Second
flag
down.
that I didn't see. Number 7 with an illegal substitution. That's John Battle. He's had a very good game despite one personal foul penalty, one pass interference. The 5'10 juniors really came up big for the Warriors. Be another underneath give here. The 33 shakes through one, Zach Kreider, and then is brought down. No gain. Maybe a loss. So, be a 3rd down, and the clock will continue to bleed. This next play will put them under 2 minutes of game clock, so really doing a good job just burning the clock out here. Now Battle's going to come in for number 22. Pistol form, 2:05 remaining. Woods. Could be a throw, low and away, not there. Looking to run up the score a little bit. Number 13, Riley Gilmore, again the intended receiver. That connection about the only thing not going well for Riverside between Woods and Gilmore, but The scoreboard says enough, up 17 with 1:58. 4th down. Looks like they're going to give Eli Taft another chance to send one through as the kicking unit comes onto the field. Last time they had the kicking out unit initially, it was a touchdown fake to Brody Hensley, but he was marked ineligible as a receiver. So, incompletion stopped the clock at 1:58. Another big man comes in. You got 4 seconds to snap the ball. They'll get it off just in time. High snap. They are going to fake it this time. They're going to look till Hensley again, and this one just kicked away and incomplete. So all over at that time, South Charleston, and now there's a flag and just not what's needed in this game. As tensions build the most when things are about to end. It's your final way to get out some frustration.
After the play, personal foul, number 6, South Charleston. Be half a distance to goal. South Charleston's ball. 1st down.
So the attempt still not good. Elijah Mason, the big 6-foot freshman, just not showing his class a little bit there in terms of being a freshman. A lot of frustration here. It's your first homecoming as a high schooler, and Riverside just caught steam at the right moment. Makes it just it's hard to cope with there. But they're going to keep the clock running and minimize the damage to each team. So we're just about to reach under that 60-second mark as the decimals appear on the scoreboard. Time for 1, maybe 2 plays. They'll stop it at 57.3.
Please reset the game clock to 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds.
So they won't be burning any clock here. We're going to have to battle out for 90 more seconds. Taking the ball from their own 3-yard line. 1st and 10. I just want to get this one to Malcolm Brown as they have a new quarterback in, Landon Workman, a freshman. Get him a couple of high school snaps. So he'll just give this one off to, I believe, Malcolm Brown, and it will be. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. So now the clock will continue to run. So now both teams in their chew clock formation, just trying to get everyone out of here safely. Workman waiting for the play call. It's the first time I've seen Workman play, even in that game against Winfield, where it's a very dominant win for him. And this one concludes. There'll be another give to Brown. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be one more play with about 8 seconds separating the play and game clock. Riverside will move to a solid 2-6 and 2-2 in the Mountain State League. That'll put them in the middle of the table there around 5th, where South Charleston will fall as they'll move to 1-2 in the Mountain State League. Both teams only win before this were against the St. Albans Red Dragons, who will continue to be at number 10. And Workman will be brought down to end the game, so South Charleston will fall to 2-5, and Donnie May's return to Black Eagle Stadium. Homecoming not how you want it for South Charleston, but still a good game. So your final score, Riverside Warriors 31, South Charleston Black Eagles 14. For Brent Wilson, Chris and Bridget Riggs, and the whole HD Media Game Day crew all across the state, we thank you for tuning in, and we wish you a good night. Have a good one.